right. Welcome. My name is Kapno Bendaku. Welcome. Thank you very much, Akwaba. Uh, Ray, Bishabuha, Chamo, Edamasi, Akwaba. Maybe I'll be out here, Chamo. Thank you very much. Um, so to me, kind of watch Yami. Never be on the free, so I'm here. Maybe on the free. Caesar, Freddie, Ciao. Watching from Nicaragua. Yes, BB. Thank you. Grace Sapo. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you very much. All right, watching from Sunyani. Kwame Airebi. Thank you. Alaji from Doma. Okay. Life. And where the be the kind. You call baby. Na say I check a crap at a Kajumano. And Kajumano Hoti. It was a voyage over here. All right. So thank you. Nanka, you worship, but you have a so return on financial knowledge investment, returns on financial knowledge investment, returns on financial knowledge investment. Yani, Crawford says investment to be a baby and also for so. Oh, investment to be a baby and also for so. So, usika sɛ so sɛ bɛyɛ a nɔɔma na wosua fa sika ho ɔwɔ sɛ tumi ɛda adi ɛwɔ wobɔtɔm sɛ ɛho ɛso mfasoɔ ɔwɔ sɛ wosi toto wo nɔɔma mu. So returns on financial knowledge investment over time. Again, say any good investment must have some good returns. And so say you are investing your time, your resources, your emotions, and there should be returns on that. So so say maybe I'll do should be as an investment. Maybe I'll do Sika should be as an investment. In the idea will pay so it's an investment. And so we are drew baby also we shall see who so for so. I will see him sit to normal. I will seek a semu or young famu. Even or one nijimu or what you normal age there should be benefit. You should be able to say that, oh, my name is Albin Isika first bar, I'm 100 cities a month. But they say, but me 120 cities a month. First bar, now they say, Sika, they say, but me home so for so. First bar, I'm be an amity car, and but me a chair. And normally, you see, particularly the first Sika, you should be able to see returns on them. And they should be measurable. You should be able to say that normal sister or my brother. So and then Kakrebe Karono, you shouldn't too much, so and they are called you call secondary school, Presbyterian senior high or Bichim. And they will know Anna Mark Jesse, I am your uncle, seminary, Tempia free Bichim. Eba say yen crying, say Kumase, Koye, on any year, Kushiaomo, and I'm so and a teacher back home. I was secondary school on a school in Penny for a motor Friday, and I think it was they call it Noble Fest, so we end every year. Now we are branded ever say, or more age, I was secondary school that time, Minyasha said it will be about how entrepreneurship and as financial knowledge. The rules are actually, and they say now, this is an investment. This is an investment, and over time, you will see returns on them. So it's a good one. It's a good one. And maybe say, yes, baby, You see BBF for sika ho say business near there. Maybe your secondary school you can go there, or then for be a teacher, or be normal kasa, maybe a classroom. Not just secondary school, maybe primary school, JSS, all of them. Normal yes, or Hana, you didn't say no, see who that na. Maybe a fanny again coso, it was young and baby for froso. Young Connie and Cobo Hodo na, because you intimate here with ignorance, with financial ignorance, no. And as a matter of fact, Zika services here, they reflect the kind of investment that you have made in your financial education, the financial investment that you have made, your financial knowledge investment that you have made over time. They reflect, in your pocket. The returns, you will see them. If as well, when you was investment in over time, you see them in how your money life or your financial life is now. If you're swimming in debt, it means that you have not been investing in financial knowledge. If you can afford, your rent, your school fees, if you can live without, pay, your salary, monthly salary for a very long time, it means that you've not been investing in financial knowledge. It's as simple as that. And the thing is, yeah, no part do no one or music as someone, almost as an investment to a pay. Nipa the very people now almost sick as and na ye cry na tembia or water get ya or the car or visa or bomb pies in your messages and sick as someone. One also na the road in one pay. Maybe as you will it's in the good book. You reap what you sow. It means that you will reap what you invest in. All of us, we just reaping what we have ever invested in. And so if you have ever invested in good financial knowledge, you have started to see the results. You have started to see the returns. So we'll build the business, whatever that you're doing. Over time, the kind of information that you have had over money, on money, and how you've been able to practice those things, the financial skill set, the financial mindset that you have developed over all this time. Your friend is saying, we try so abba, and I say we try so abba. It is it's something, not just say you did not invest in this kind of knowledge. Obi a de sika semi and then be a ultimate to sika semi and then it's normal day, it's because not train and was kahono. It's a sayache. Na what the son of mana bobra over all these years. To use any sika semi. No credit is any but don't know what we are. This is the last thing that they would want to invest in. Financial knowledge. It's the last thing that people would want to spend money, to organize their thought, their finances, their financial information, get some books, spend their time, watch videos, listen to audios, or PBB or Kobe or Tia or Shanko form or so again, and Sa Quano, so one no more dinkomo, and Nipado don't know where we are saying, yes, Uncle Yeti. But don't know where we invest our time. Anything we invest a lot of time in watching football, a lot of time entertainment. A lot of time in praying and crying to God. Many of us spend all our time in religious activities, political activities. Then we are hoping say baby ya de mre nyina akohye no ene nimde na yakopɛ no ho no saa no ma na bɛsesa isikase. Those of us, especially the religious ones, those of us who go to church, we think that just because we participate in religious activities, church activities, will mean that our finances will change. Even though you sikanim the no society. Sikanim the society. But in himself, just because that's the message. Just because you have gone to worship God in his house, our finances will change. That is not true. Emphatically, that is not true. Your finances will start to change because you have invested in financial knowledge over time. In 2 months, and now you are seeing the returns. And many times it takes a lot of time. Years before you start to see this kind of returns. When you invest in knowledge, it takes time before you start to see returns, especially over sika seven just scanning the they wouldn't move back. You can't income the OTS and say yaketia. Because say save sika unim say wo tu susu because investment unim say wo koto treasure akora ba kora ka say treasure bills wo koto treasure bills so and wo dey treasure bills nkwa na auto eno I don't know wo sika nti ase nyina de say wo ye adwuma na atua wo ka na wo di bia bo anim na afi time bia wo de ka wo jeje nkofo sika na wo nye dai wo ndia na you know wo di bi ebo ano na say ubetime nya asase bia no ato baako na wasi dan bi na do mako school usika sem nyansa nyina no na de aka nyina yese o twen nyame inshira so o twen nyame inshira. No, you have to intentionally invest in financial knowledge when in free so the free so crown buy ya this all the oil goes so this all polishing. And this is the kind of knowledge that will stay with you all your life. The thing about knowledge investment is that it stays with you for the rest of your life. So ultimately is how I say, Abra, you are not investing in financial knowledge. Then you say, "Obi a and I will be crying now. You did tell Abusiam no. Me sure said you did tell you are not struggling financially now because you are the table. So you had an upper hand over a lot of people because what say woman me and as papa the table say bosika hoban men shisika say near pesika okay I know cry on do no ama phone papa phone do no ano omo omunim kakra no mo kire say men shisika but say wo ko pesika no pena kese mu no ho de ya na omo ntama ho da rosa eno an say sika we no kura ni ye mention no na hweso ye na obetima si dan tem obetima toto no ma ye obetima ware obetima to car dodo no a hono anenam ba say ye kire wo kwan obefa so a oben do ho obetima toto no ma ye na also and millions ni bi no no you need. So to play in the millions you need serious financial investment, financial knowledge investment to swim in the millions, to have multiples of properties, to build a lot of businesses, to go beyond just one car and a house. You need very intense financial knowledge investment. That is true. Also, minimum be our idea. One is an India way be one is an Indian be won't be. Go for the audience or man go school now, the audience say, financial knowledge investment near the book and debut. One more no much here. The be more how team say, what breast will see my chair. Who I was starting all your shoe shine boy. Who are not to Bruni will not on a so no mate. Why your business? And they say Michelle Branty Barco. Or say, oh no, you just as now or cast won't go school be none of my grandmother and no. And my men to another so no, Ocago, Bessim, the BCBNC. To Cotra, washing bay. Go ye, Jumasa. No honor no person yet, sir, a more yes sounds you oh yeah, more speakers in a DJ seminar. No person ye be. It was started as Kaka when you be an audit Togo. Audit Togo. Audit Togo, sir. Also, I don't know what I'm paying them. Was it there or Marco 10 will be to my about a year, the same time, 10 places. But starting a no bones you. Also, no financial knowledge investment. So on when she's go, now the Okaya say, oh, not what person or quabruchino. But your video need be cross on no, say no, needs or quabruchi. Or try out with my financial knowledge investment. And so what we do on this platform, the anyhow platform is sets out investment to financial knowledge. And only you to go hazard. Do you want to be our baby? Can be our share videos, what kind of books, or seminars, or pep some information will be and you are investing. You are investing, you are planting. Knowledge is seed. You're planting that knowledge. Constantly. Tomorrow says, be our planters animal we are channel. What could ditch I was have also. It's what's equanimous. The first part one account the counting into an is no, Utiminia SS. One first buy 1,000 the whole month, 1,000 grand to me say we are not me say 10,000. One first buy now bobo ya na oka. Ba ko pe ene watimi to be ama app operators and as a drivers cry. You cannot do those things. Untimi nya sa no man abra. Financial knowledge investment no e for. Do here e do so go baby as investment way any. So you reap the returns. You have the returns on this investment over time. You have these returns. Well, and who's our returns now be home? They say no bones one they cut by heart. Sika kutawa wo de koye bibia wo twen ho ansa na waye. Da bia wo de sika ko bia no tim se onya mfa so so. Wo afese pa na wo bonze wo bi beto na sesem bia na de sika ko chere sem ze no what was. Wo afese pa na bia pese ko si dan gidi wo si dan na no bubu no se sika ze no boss why steady. Was it say be the normal about trim business investment savings, multiplying the money. When in Crofossia, sika ho komo na we dey. Moody financial knowledge investment. So the returns you see them. Was that for he said, what excess on him? A cat and more so I want him into it. Now, what you say, out him so would change home and son why they would on side. And sir, investment way so being returns Libya. This is one I'll go bill. One I was all copy. That's how we money near the DA. This financial knowledge investment. And in the DA. Because say ye university Kwame Nkrumah year 2000 madam for back to kwai and what the book we buy na me yonko pa no so no room ho to buy no the book no kire no dem so we da omo wa no ze kwam na wo the book we na be kai hello the breme. It was about investment, it was about entrepreneurship, finance, things like that. Prior to that, I was reading a lot of religious books, Holy Ghost, Benny Hinn books, all these guys' books, T.D. Jakes books, Dr. Otabil books, Miles Monroe, Mike Murdoch, a lot of these religious books that were centered on, some bit of motivation and some bit of, scriptures and things like that. I remember the book by Kubia we read here on maybe business and finance was a book on Christian in the marketplace. Christian in the marketplace. But those were still very much religiously inclined, So I started to read books on investment. But the only thing is that I say Western kind of books. But those were the versions that we had. It is not to say a kind. Sometimes I heard a statement from somebody who said that anytime that you catch yourself doing nothing, pick a book. And I think that was a strong statement. So when you have a book with a kind of phone, so they say it's another phone and a kind of internet. So, but at least also our bread pen off a book. They say the same thing. That's what now copy BBT. Relax here, men your comedy no go. We see that someone ya men your comedy. See that someone ya and ya men your comedy, men ya grow. Omo ma ye juma omo ye no. Omo na omo di agro ko TikTok abo se na wo hwe afia Schwarzenegger I was like maybe di atem. Na so see ka someone ye. So wo see ka someone ya. Obo. Eni so hwe sa no ma no. Because the investment, you have returns on your investment. The profit on whatever that you put your money in will come over time. And we are saying that financial knowledge gives you some bit of, gives you proper returns. And on a better day, I will see when it is a 10 be out to any of time then I started to say we invest in financial knowledge. And if you start early, you will start to see the returns. So that is what will change your finances. Will be a 1 year business be ultimately to because only maybe was count. Obia is saying the sick as some day ye be an winning baby. Okusua bibi, wate bibi. Wa wo sika sam nya no enye beye. Enye sunsu. Nim die no is weak. You did not invest in financial knowledge. So you have no returns. You have no returns. And no more returns in the status bar. You can also see it in your income levels. In your income levels. At the Keto Obi Antimi Finance can almost hold over to the yes can. And it gets to a point you do those things at ease. You'll be a slow sudden is a mechanism or say it because you have invested in this kind of knowledge over time. And this kind of knowledge, when you invest in them, they build your capacity, skill, a different way of thinking about money. So there will be a struggle. No, there's some bit of flexibility with you because you have built capacity. Just like Obi Gym now building a whole ultimate lifting load. Yeah, I am called Gym no. So or pay a 2 bags of cement. I ain't mean pay because yeah, I'm called Gym and here is expected. I'm copy. I know 10 piano papa bia no the better bone more or Gym Horner or lifting load. No, he was investing in himself. The only thing is that he was lifting load. He was building his physical muscle. So or building some muscle and no timid pejat assessment with ease. Yeah, I am building some muscle no intimate pejat. The same with financial knowledge. The more you build those financial knowledge, financial muscle in terms of your mind, you can lift heavy loads because you have built capacity. And that one you can see component of time in it. It is built over time. Just as we call gym now, we call gym now, we change the body in the we call watching to the big and able how would be the for. To both any cacrana who show more baby almost some way more batik, Person be 10 years old person t-shirt. One person make catastrophe because investment. So investment. They said the seven my conscious motor. Woman fat Jarabi and Katasu or so or she be my was no or invest or so we TV out at home. Tembia was set down home. Somebody waiting with the investment naturally. And this is also investing in financial knowledge. It will show. It will show over time. So your talent, you will show it. If you take time to polish your talent, you would want to show it. This year. Also so you to invest in this kind of knowledge, and it will show in how your finances will turn out. Seriously, your finances will change because you have spent a lot of time to invest in your financial knowledge, and the returns. It's just principle. BBA invest on biano. Where's we are better returns. BBA will do sika kumbia. You see, as you are doing so kodoko go for udisika koma over time. Mathematical no. More do banchi, more do grow. Fred more build the factory. That is an investment. Or the sika and in the BBI question. So when you see can in BBI the question to one's old friend be make product at home may the normal be about make share my customer. That is an investment. It's time is your investment should possess you. What that crown in Yanawa, I don't know what now didn't come be a Sika idea about them. It's not an obsession for you. It's not an obsession. And once it's not an obsession, it is hard for you to have returns. Once it's not an obsession, it's very hard for you to have returns. So your investment really is your obsession. Because that's where you spend your resources, your time, your energy, everything about you is spent on that. The same with financial knowledge. You see that someone, everything about you, your money should be going into that. Your time, your relationship, your conversation, the BR goes into that. And with time, you will start to see returns. The BR do umre no kra, no ho din be shemu biano. they will start to give you returns. It's simple as that. Well, I will start to say, chasing my baby, and so when my doors, honey, broken heart is a doors. Everything that you invest your time in, your resources. So you can predict your life where you can easily predict your life based on where your money is going and where your time is going. Where your money is going. This is yes, I said the last 1 month. Sika was spending in a we can see where your heart is based on. If 50% of your money has gone into that, that is really where you're spending your future. And that is going to show your future. 50%, 70% of your time is spent on that. Anything that you spend more than half of your time on, that is really something that is important to you. And that is what is building your future. Into everything that you just calculate over the last 1 month. Check where you spent your time, who you spent your time with, where your money went, what you spent money on. Those are the things that are very much important to you. And those are the very things that are building your future. And that, those are the things that you have returns on. So simple as that. Maybe you seek echo. Dear Hebe, normal will seek a comes here, you bet me. Over the last 10 years, a him fan of Sika and a him fason na omre so ayede akoshe. And no one will trust by any. To boss will be our build the business, no boss and Sika be a co business name. Name also co business name. Nyansa bia ne nimdie bia ope bia no so a business no ho nimdie na say nyansa na ope. And internet the wo twa so. That's it. And the person that actually are different. Just sit down. Look at your money. Where is it going? Look at your time. Where is it going? That's it. Look at the things that you're acquiring knowledge in. The very things that you love reading about constantly. The last 4 books that you read, what were they about? You know, the last 4 books that you read, what were they about? Were they about the business that you're building, the product that you're building, your finances, how to become a better leader, your skill set, or that were already in form? But it's a net. We'll see that you also have to check it. So, which are bet the Wijina which are bet to kick a boom. Sikasamunya. And it's a Sikasamunya because my bet, funny betting, funny. See, so we can look at your future based on where you have spent your time over the last year. Dear now, the woman, a him fan of Sika Koy. And no more ben now can ye. Sanomana, Nachi Udachi, and Udachi. And it's a 2026, 2027, 2028. A best son. Dear, what a woman, neno, and the best son, baby of Sika Ko. And the best son to check it 100,000 about some him and a coy. 10,000 about some him and a coy. The whole of the last 24 hours, where did you spend your time? The most important things that you have or that you need, or the most important things in your life, those are the very things that you spend time on. Those are the very things that you spend money on. Those are the very things that you acquire knowledge in. So I know man never says so there was a more what me acheche no go here 10 years or factory ho ye adwuma akwa ba ko broni ya o ha adwun bebrebe yes factory nyina no da de o ye a spaceship hello what the factory ho onye engine nwie ya wo nai tanko fo nyina wo na e alaji dango de was me that 4 hours what 10 years o adwuma eh fa na o die 10 years he fa na o da Oda Mountains. The whole of that, though to see some is he found out the woman when they was a catching before. Say 70% of your time, 50% of your time, whatever that time is spent on, whatever 50% of your money is spent on, 70, 80% of your money is spent on. Hold on that. Oh, and all that way, yeah, and answer same beer. Oh, and all that. It is all person who that here for people. Over the last 1 month, 70% of your time was spent on where? 70% of your money spent where? Where? That is where your future is. It's as simple as that. Nti the uhu obi sebe na sa abrabo no nko ya bisa ne say hefa na wode wo mere no na wode te. Na bisa say sika kakra so e ba wo nsam no na kwai. Na bisa say nimde bay e na wode wo mere no pay. Sika no so ekuta no nimde bay na wode hwehwe. Wo ye taxi driver. Wo sori na sa wo tuka na from morning to evening. Sports nko na wuti. Wo tuka sa monye. Sports nko na wuti. Unya kakra za na de akodi toza afini moto. Usika sa monsesa. Wenye baby. And then Ghana na enye ntina usika sa monsesa. Where you're investing your time, your resources, those are the very areas that you're going to have returns. So you're trotro driver. Yeah, usika no so hunde deko. Because your boys be any no mo ye adwuma. Say you tuobo ka no mo de kwa shawo. So you tuobo ka no, obo gire wi ano so ye adwuma wi a no mo de kwa shawo. We better ni sika sa. If you didn't know me. So, introduction is as simple as that. And so, look at where you're spending your time, where you're spending your money. That is where your future is. It's as simple as that. So, returns on financial knowledge investment. And to me, they may say, they ought to know what's a pass or paying in the or meeting the assessment is a seminal. Mmerɛ no ɛkɔ no a wobɛhu sɛ ɛstarte sɛ ɛsesa wɔ ne sikasɛm ne bɔtɔm starte sɛ ɛsesa na adwene starte sɛ ɛsesa ne sikasɛm starte sɛ ɛtotɔtotɔ yie because wɔpɛ nimdeɛ foforɔ deɛ nti a ne sikasɛm ntɔ yie no is because saa nimdeɛ no wɔni no I don't know teacher ni a ne sikasɛm nyɛ no the same thing post ni a ne sikasɛm nyɛ the same thing doctor and the same thing, professor and the same thing. There is no returns on their financial knowledge investment. As simple as that. Which means that there is hope for all of us. The moment you go say, Jack, is maybe it's garbage in, garbage out, input, output, cause, effect, action, reaction. This no more can be this garbage in. Some computer ever for garbage in, garbage out. The wood piano and no one now here day. In this opposite some necessary. Ochina oko books or oko library and answer maybe auto books in the baby. A textbook on chemistry, on geography, Ghana's Independence Day. Where woman crown head books are what time or more. My book our time when you kwadaje so English one grammar inoma and inchanga so omo waye the old questions what to be more because I wasn't gray within 15 years. Is there any one book on finance? What they call saving money, even tracking money, investing money, multiple sources of income. What they call interest rate. Oh, sister, oh, check his Ghana or Banaba, what this year, and answer what channels because he say needs any. If you hire a team, Busumi be one minnow mammy, yeah, the 3,000 and a tifia. And the 3,000 a honey free. The go school when you the man war. Now when you check his kakra cano, when you sign the coy be before, you drove for any baby, Obana what 15 years now. When not transfer actually be sada. But you are believing, said that you be our bunny be. You are lying. Is because you are the child, you are investing in knowledge, financial knowledge. Child, you are making some investment on financial knowledge in that child, which means loosely, you teach them. So per se in Quran be sana ozoye. What you know, all skills in any no man was young scam. Won't fancy no. Or dakra na wakabi actually or ya Quran to ka on him here. But it's an investment. You're planting. Work out on Bessero. to be a omo kota de kura no ahye da mo choose omo wi a omo de omo no say sika na mfiri omo bottom to omo choose de efe de de boarding wi a na wa kire omo de ntia ni say o choose ya na say o choose we the kwan be na obo fa so no so benya sika ni bi o kire no planting that seed what to know for ache because ja wi nom bana men kope mema ye ni nyina ayo but no ntimi ma ni nye to betimi de konkron ya akosoro ahemem but ye de different. It's built from financial knowledge investment. You did. It's built from that. The money was anything I was say akwara start say obo game and so ina sa no mo we no we asra nka say kire ni dada kire ni bibi the only thing say en kire ni de di and so also ni say also so wanya bi ntema na de en na kire say o say usim ntem na de kire ba o kire ma na mfa wo panyine so mfa ho ya nkire wo na say wo hu and you were not intentional about it. Your relationship with money will show the kind of investment that they have made or you have made on financial knowledge. You know, it will show. Also, who sikana na hoso or say sikani flow in some kura and sana wagin. Tell me episode they can overdraft watch because you don't have capacity. So financial knowledge investment, and the more you invest in that, you see returns, and you see that significant returns from this kind of financial, from this kind of investment is financial freedom. You have freedom because you have invested in it. Financial knowledge investment will bring you financial freedom, financial stability, sense of financial responsibility. You have financial independence. You will create wealth. Wealth is created with this kind of investment. The more now, when you continue to push this knowledge, the only thing is that many people don't think that is what is responsible for Komusikasam. Many people don't think like that. You don't see it. That's why many people are hoping. They're hoping that one day, their finances will improve. You will reap what you sow. It's an investment. It's an investment. And the more you continue to invest in this, and found problems will be shared. Over time, this knowledge will direct you, will make you strong. You will start to make good decisions on your money. And you see total transformation because you continue to invest in financial knowledge. Simple as that. So ask yourself, devote over 50% of your time to invest in that. That's what will change your finances. Or your business the same. Business go here because there was no proper financial knowledge investment. So the boss and our genesis oh yeah normal won't cry won't tear na oh yeah. To any mra was robots is here will can after because your decisions were not right. Because there was no investment. You know, so you can't change your finances until you have proper financial knowledge investment. And you'll benefit the returns they'll pay off. In do free here more, this is what to focus on. We need be when also here. Tell be out there kind. Tea. Listen, don't be tired. They change you. They change you. Every time you are open article, be ready, open book be a kind. OTABB on Sika. What do you say in here? No, in here. And not nature that because it's an investment. You are planting. And the thing about this kind of capacity building is that all builders have capacity now. But over time, what's enough will seek assessor, assessor. So you see a normal assessor, a man for because one could schedule, it's the time that you committed in changing that old knowledge on money. The returns, you see them. And you can Obamuntimi mu anasa untimi mre. Abrausi kasamun society. So that knowledge in the time be our challenge you. And you will see it. It's sure banker. It's sure banker. You will change. You will change. Your language will change. Your psyche will change. The way you see the world will change. Your finances will change. You will do so much with little money. You will do so much because you have the right information. What people are using millions to do, you use thousands and you achieve more than them because your errors will be minimal. That small business, you built so much from it. And people with millions will have nothing to show. Contractor buy man adwuma bonds will be out so. And so no man 100 million. Who could 1 million? And so normal the bay no. You could 100 million won't me. Because you have invested in this kind of knowledge. It will affect your negotiation skill. It will affect it, the way you talk, the way you think about money. Was it you don't become wasteful with money again. It's a sure, don't become wasteful again. Who's more your project? Who wants it? Oh, what's my son? We got all doors now. Was your coin could be 500 Ghana? 2 hours, baby, at anybody. I feel both of our tears grow. Umrado about 200 Ghana. You feel it. You sense it. I'm the bill be able to 20 months. Because of daddy. Why? Because now you have invested in yourself. You understand what it means to part with money. Tibon said, will be who projects now my big projects. So it's because a lot of your decisions are right. You're not wasteful. Financial knowledge investment. It's a leverage. Or it's the leverage. That knowledge that you have is leverage. Leverage nature say, on the open is one on the open so Bobby a swan. Bonsi ekofa ebia woma na ye de bibia to asesa na ye de lock ya no na fi akogina no ho na ye press no the lever there because it's a pivot no more more yes science kakra we don't sa press that e one more do but it move the same. You can do so much, you can lift a lot of load because of this kind of knowledge. So it's a good, and invest in it. Yes, I also got some the country I don't know about qualities. Have a while force also politics. That will not change it. You will only become a thief. Financial investment is what will change the game. It's one of those things that you don't stop learning. Invest in it. A bit change you see same or push same. Or soon your friends say soon be a ubenya. Pomodenya ubenya nyina no. So it gives you leverage. It gives you power. This one gives you financial power. And as a matter of fact, that is the most important, the ultimate financial investment. It's the knowledge that you have. Because I know that operating BBA. Senonya business be good. Investment in never crash because what you know and night. Anything that we could test coming go business send there na me invest in this knowledge. You will know what to do with your money. Invest in this. Do good test can so when you find first can go to start to educate yourself. Invest in knowledge. Invest in financial knowledge. You'll start to see the returns. You will start to see the returns. Be hungry for financial knowledge if you want to change your finances. Be hungry. thirsty. Thirsty, be hungry for this knowledge. To be aware, thirsty for financial knowledge. Just be hungry to change, because that is the best financial investment. So thank you very much. Returns on it. Returns. And we will reap on it. You will reap. And you will reap. You will have returns. Positive returns. Not losses, not negative. Oh, shall say you can experience losses, but with time, you start to see proper money. And this knowledge lives with you forever. Within the Kwabnovin.com. And there you can returns on financial knowledge investment. So returns on investment, we do see apartment so managing here. We do see business man so managing here. We do see treasury bills so crypto. If you do see the same thing. Yes, we seek us for financial knowledge to give you eternal returns. To give you. You can't change the game until you improve on this. Don't believe in that. It's all lies. It is you. You are responsible for your finances to change. So if you play at the knowledge level, your finances won't change. It's simple as that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very, very, very much. All right. So hope you all join here. Me the link in at all with my join. We'll be at me friends. So me join. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. Link in the down. We'll be on https / StreamYard.96 something. And with my joining. Uncle Fred.
Mr. Obin, good evening.
Good evening.
Say there, one of the hardest working man in Ghana. He say baby, he say food element. Could baby. I already said the obit our for pass no to arrest and the Indians try to stay under 5 minutes now with me in term of arrest. All right. And financial return on financial knowledge investment ROFKI. So ROI no the financial knowledge account. Yeah, and your friend is and what been as you say, oh yeah, with programs are why over all this time yeah, financial knowledge na bino. Na ho aba ne say you who see bibia be bia no betra to onum. More expenses na obetro investment dia be bia enye da propeller obenya ho faso ebi wo ho a itimi bukam mu a wunjai ni nyina ye sa return of financial knowledge na you see free seminars awaye ni nyina sika ye de ko hye mu betina hotie bi no ye hu nyema bebre anya just nkofo so be show mu knowledge ni ade ni nyina no ebi a wunhu tangible results enne but at least wunya hwe kra no be wonya yenya good people as a with me no mudi nkomo okwe bibia with me from so me ko say na odwen won say ni nyina ye return of financial knowledge investment na sika di hye mu pa seminars no eno ye live e betina hotie bin ni nyina ho bamfa so enye just finances nkwa in the quality of friends you make on network ma ubenya film no ni nyina so free sa o any na returns ye nya free sa financial knowledge no ade ba ko nya enyuma bi so enyuma bi enya glamorous no you who say based on their watch any the nkofo beka no it mean say sabio ho no uma wani ko kwa ohutime to so ti ase any also say be capital at best start no so na instead anya high but uma wani ko ho a utimi utimi enya ho ntimi so ben I think say me de beka ho anu na finally off topic bogus no efre where you want to abreaching your levels to it your bogus omo bomb homodin in terms of career and finances but so many na frɛ Mr. Being they are not happy and yes sikasem your problem on but nipadua na kra na che ebi no many yeah many and this Mr. Being be doctors be top scientists top engineers top business you see a business as a business a finance guy yeah they are not happy intimi de omo friend ma catch say o twen so me maintain ade o dey arehosa be kogum if you feel say why you be na you are not happy there is no harm say be only dua you know anu na me dey betwa to say for abroche you are not happy bra okrum mukwa de mutie ye say bio technically say anko ye kura la person kwa so passport bit me akọ but if you are not happy bra okrum and minimum the first 2-3 years here kika kono it's a fantastic country we dey never mitie baby uko Peace FM no ka say be say yen Ghana for ni hu what we have na obi hu it's a fantastic country so being me the on me da wase wo ye dwumadin nyina ye hwe we ma hu ni ntem kam hu ni ntem anka bia anka me bae me hu ya na elite da wase ni adwuma o ye no oh that's what you want but yes you are starting early na man kra ni akoso na mitie papa bi interview wo Connected Minds it just goes to show say ye nkwara na mama be top university sabe ye adwuma obi anka so ye grumu nkwara na mama be top university sabe die adwuma eno so yes something I think say as we groom the young kids no who top university na de be ye adwuma o maximize school na wakọ there was so ko be ye adwuma ka 4-5 years no be die adwuma that's how Chinese for the Asians that's what they did or top university no akope dia food way no person kwa ko sheho 4-5 years after 5th year na 6th year na no akobi ni there so ti ase nti sa na enkwara ko top universities ba ko ye adwuma 5 years good so be ye adwuma no nya hu work ethic experience how they do things no obi e there so ben me the best and person make us be brain other people have join into us
now interview now here na also we are hono ko say
Mr. Bimba papa no na me gidi pound asemo kan yan me reho because they used to say people don't the atrocities and kofo we ye so I said when him say people don't know say na factory could be any Ghana until independence so most people don't know not even one factory one and then 1920s ya no musi kolebu meboa 1924 or something but now they've been here since 1396 so if they wanted us to develop anka 1920s no basic hospital but this papa following never because they all benefited from this system. See what they do is say they because I hope say me waste time about me corner before. What most people don't understand is Britain as this no Britain population there was no way a country as small as Britain could conquer the whole world. There was no way. What they did is say no be pay traitors for baby ban ebi omo ba ko ma ye hwe akwa we o hwe na adwuma emre kakra ye nko alive film no ntwen kofo kakra mre ne epe kakra ma no nye ne busuafo nye comfortable no mo ye ne subjugate the rest sa no mo ye enti these people are mo so kika sanse ni na o kwa hwe no mo ebusuafo no were these people na no mo ba me subjugating kofo no enti no many abresa kofo no tena ha nke ye be boy nyina because they were the people who choose ya no mo bo kofo no mo subjugate the rest no because we nim sa history Now okase a yes or metina had no man was a momokwana in Paponini. Amidst all the atrocities. And it's very painful. And said you papa no interview na me yes or no one putting him to the sword. And yes, I been your best at Jack was interview because you be some no,
it
was so bad.
Maybe now this is like 15 years ago. Now interview Bonibi. Also, me call Ghana. This is no American channel. Me call Ghana. Now you to me, you know, I say the way send Britain for not try Ghana. And I'm sending email. Me sending email connect network no so. So I'm say assemble na papa no all kind of most man can no. Say yeah, you know we waste it. Na mo try na we yeah. And also omo dia omo no nyomo problem na papa no ye sofo. Ono na better so ka forward the message ni come sofo no broni no. And respond here. Say ono the who you know can am say but you can't say that you're lying.
But Mr. B's a lie because we interview and call for 20 crowd. There are 20 out of 35 million. You can't say it's 20 minimum view no as a obiade. It's never done anywhere. They tend to pull that nonsense.
One who say no sense of history in this here. Me the no. So deeper sense of history. Person this situation who can cry free abroad influence. No, a boy about me embrace what the kakra. The more I won't say, Nyansa ni how brony trimuno. You tend to put us down. And
Mr. B,
common denominator.
I have a good friend be our beda me honum of Bogasi be our beda. Now they say, you know, last time I had to put him to the source and I mean a broaching na kwatena ho bi enye nkwa na watena ho. But the fact that they be before you say before you correct if Mr. Basa na say dia wo ba me metra me fie adiem because they me di ni amaba ma peju atena me fie e ma we duane kama and say you correct dia betra ha den Mr. Obin kope broni bi ho na kwatena I just told you point blank na be dia me ma me fie adiem because me di ni me ma nketwa as the wo ba na be disrespect before buy me papa no majo kama aduane akese omo ye ma oni ade after any who na so ka say before you correct you say I said you then you are being disrespectful to me, my family, and then in tennis I bet their means him as I came back who say we bia the is mean and there are so many of them.
Yeah, so many. And
so many of them.
Objective.
Oh,
there be a man in your philosophy. No, interviews in the
they tell me, these were the people are not were the upper echelons of society. No more being said, yes, and you.
Really, when you are the Obeka opposite, I send them the message.
because normally cry economic power no indeed they think like this.
I'm telling you, said this is what they think. What the Opa Koya research, especially Omo school now, Omo Powers. So being a Bakwan will defend the air. That's what made Nkrumah exceptional. Yeah. And I think that was why Onumpe obeyed Kwame, because of what he knew. His thoughts were different.
I don't know because there are so many of them, and I thought.
Now there was like when you test that.
I try to educate them to know when to say say at least but so at least I think what they realize they say me catch my mom say they are kind way at least it's stoning the but still said it's the bats on high so they say oh can be they love the cocoon and yes more they are love cooking is top.
Programs we are sensitive and
Remember that's where xenophobic. I'm going to brofa ke.
On besa tag. One nimo. What they are doing so many. Media minim so many. They are ignorant.
But then Mr. Obey, Papa pay you. He's pushing almost 80.
Oh, if you don't know, you don't know. Doesn't matter the age. Now they say I want to take Kusasi. Does that mean all the 80 years into Betty Kusasi?
Yeah, that's so true.
No, they don't know their language. The words they use on us show. So
now, Mr. Obey say the program now or he's trying to groom this new leaders. But see me, I follow one number. One number I am follow near that. And say you so pro Caucasian. And then I may fear no say there is no infusion of African identity on the program. No, it's very grooming. You black from bananas, near from bananas, and Oreo black, brown on the outside, white on the inside. And it said you deal me a quasi above.
It's our problem when Nigeria saw the same challenge.
So much.
Yeah, almost the same challenge. West Africans are your dark challenge. Big one. Very few of our leaders. Anytime this boy was a Lone Ranger, working up for some boy.
Papa don't want. I just saw me the three of them.
Yeah. They are Lone Rangers because you go for the crab. You go for the crab. You go for the crab. That's why me one time me your program na me kasa. Guy by kwa me kasa we no ba offer for the window kind. It seems you have some problem with white people.
You may say xenophobic.
And I'm like, me trying to say, place of ignorance.
Me call program business. Call program business. Ma call kasa. Ma me no be see what you know. That's when you weren't too happy or say foreigners. What kind about foreigners? Near the day. Now guys, oh, now see.
Me wanna me refer no.
Debbie, but she's not happy at all. But the part of the matter is these are people are almost training young minds. They have no almost dreams on be infuse the African content, and then through history.
No, they kill the culture. They sacrifice our culture. They sacrifice our identity in their bid to be embraced by so-called everybody. They sacrifice us. They crucify us. As a matter of fact, a lot of these new education systems are more promoting now. They are sacrificing.
Kwabna notes money at the idea. We the benefits of colonialism or something. To make a change daughter is when you know crap. Yeah, off job or finding when you know crap. For time when you can cry, I'll start exposing her to this and said your points can be to find. I'm an aquashe. These things, we have a problem, but the part of the matter is Papa and your mammy for him. Miss Papa we pa. Obia no with me pie a pen for them now. Fiato. Opesi day should still be here. Now only did you cry me so very share South Africa. And now share Israel and Gaza. And now brofuni biya. Me ni papa he do me Gaza.
Your challenge. No, your challenge. Hey, me also go for your mom come out that. Because you bring come out. By your girl for hey. And I'm saying, I know how grand and what a system no near can want some cry. You brought in now they are brofu being a damn. Now for be a brofu British, Irish.
Oh, we got the thing is a bush ya could do my fine.
Are more of us we cry beer. And no just me tabroni. We are talking of the system. A pressure and crowful. Now to allow defend this arm no
man.
Yeah. Exactly, that's it.
You'll be saying like that because the caller is using big English yet condemning.
No. The moon be no. Yes, the moon.
I know we don't be a big corner. We're about to go back to the data. If you come over to be with you, Pacho will be a buy just right under you know, Mr. Being correct, not quite know what.
Bonzi, I don't think this platform is for you. Don't stay here. We don't want to come on. Who globalization? Go to your globalization. Mope and before pay and I'm here on the quest to accept everybody. Who is accepting you? Mkwape na tembi kwa na why. You don't know much. Moka honti na yem free or how no. Because you bro for the brain problem no. Wo monshia moto na tembi mobe monye.
Mr. Obedience, it's about me kind. Well, who by teach you?
You don't have to be here. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we once again, branded our senior Juma only my me Juma that was in the bidding come up. All right. More back safe trip back to Accra. All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Akaza.
Hello, Mr. Obin. Good evening.
Yes, sister.
Let's have Fred back. Obama me friend back into.
Yeah, the job, back to the job. Before that, we see you do the business.
Hey, come to find you so that record that night.
What's it called?
Then I'll call you right back. We hear you. I say, but when you have a preoccupation to the Mr. Wa, to my one.
Don't worry. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Fred is a good guy. Yeah. So, Obin, thank you for today's topic. And I wasn't going to talk about this, but let me, my main share, mission I'm making camera for you is this area. And Mrs. Subabe, one time, Mr. Obin, Obi control comment rooms, never go control comment room. I think you're American. Was it, Madam Kachi? Why? And I become to say, "What's up, Miss Wood? I remember coming here and said, well, maybe you grab with your car, cheap crowd, Jimmy Jim Crown. So today's, no, two, before I forget. So I think one of the things that maybe do about financial way, it's just simple things, but I think they're huge. Is and I see inconscience, and then business and whatnot. And one of the things that I've learned from you, practical things, is one, you always tell us, say, yeah, business, my and say with loans, like that's a yes, starting business. I think this could be like a financial knowledge, and I classified as like Sikesiano line, no be like business as much as possible, no, yeah, starting with loans. Because today I was trying to ask me JJ I figure out, okay, so what are some of the key points, key knowledge stuff. Not that you see every idea, but at least we need stuff because now we're doing business or we're trying to do business. So that's one thing that I think I'll point out that I'm using, or my husband and I are using, like share business now because share scano. It's one of the things because also sometimes it's and that's you don't want the load to be too heavy. On say obi a when start no onim say obi say use loan. But one starting from scratch is kind of when you anti ase. It was a loan be kan ho a. Na ye won be too heavy amount. Into who has a work out because won't me here so on say won go be a class 1 then you do university. It's going to be too much. Something like that. So I think that's a key thing for us that, and then another thing too is you always tell us to start small when it comes to business. Start small and grow it. By the way, on the side note, today I had to deliver a baby goat by myself. Like me can't deliver. Me it's a goat to bring the baby out because we've lost 2 goats there with the mothers. One year start they saw me fully goats and would you hey man, Mr. Obi, like we're gonna say, this is the reality. My husband was not around. The girl wanted to deliver, and you have 2 instances where they died. Like, near who they are. And to me deliver, no, they and I'm saying net dear and net dear. Meaning, because if I leave this goat, it's gonna die. If I try to put the baby out, kind of die, I won't even feel bad. And lo and behold, I put the baby out. and then the goat and the baby thankfully both survived. So you like some of the things I started small. No, I didn't know I'm gonna have to deliver a baby goat. Like I've never I don't have any knowledge about it. But you start small, not challenges no bad, manageable. Like and kitty, you don't feel overwhelmed. Like I'll use our poultry tooth as an example. Like we only bought 400 chicks, like baby chickens, no, only 400, and then out of the 400, no, like they have different types. Like some are white and some are brown or whatever. And by now they're all supposed to be laying, but the white ones are all laying, and then the brown ones are kind of like trickling in, little bits here and there. And then I remembered you again. I'm like, oh geez, Mr. Bean always says start small. Imagine say Mr. Bean, you're going for 10,000. 10,000 a year abegum and so I want to you ticket na go kan ka be tie me you to play with so no I don't think I can't even stomach no but I say me can't you say me because man kitin bi ho am be di wachi a me sure about scano e bi no like as a business. One another thing too that you always say that they also me kind of say you how to part with money and I mean it's a missing shame we like and instead of a risk so like yes sika bumbia sika bia kuta na da credit bia kind of thing like ebia kuta 1,000 cedis na wakojina store near t-shirt back 1,000 na with the 1,000 na ebia kwa t-shirt maybe that same 1,000 no e bet me cry their current asase 2 acres and 3 acres cry bet me so how to learn to I mean can I say to hold money and I mean so me say anything kind of like send you over who sika kura yes how me pass me present me share and also say it's a learned practice it's a learned practice because I remember say well but me something and near my loan the year me can be sure what their background I'm telling you and near my loan and the Mr. B, what you know now? No, because store. And $1,000 crowd better. More can see me and decline. And now a suit. Say, and me quite you money no. And me quite sorry. Mr. B, who bet to Now if you have spending $10,000 on useless and near my like near my not the same bola.
Motor designer no.
Mr. Obey, me say any designer come in pay. Say me car came one. Me so like me now me started here you feel saying, oh this guy I mentioned his name here before cry. Dave Ramsey. And after me so started to tell me I'm say hey send me Jimmy Sempan and it goes me dey no ka say let me who's me name say cry Mr. Obey. Yeah sikano kutamia me nim emu dreye. And I say, the baby or send me this shit. If you say, me could have $10,000, make him the correct store, Mr. B. I put on tire, like, like I went to that extreme, but it's possible, even if you didn't do it one day and you did it over a period of years, you still did it. But somebody with that same $10,000, maybe now with that, they have apartments, because they put it in something, they invested it well. And also I did be a miss here. I know the miss like I say, I'm still learning that from you. Like, sometimes I did go how pepper, we go how or if you pay life, pay Gianni way. And it's also could kaboom beer and I was say because say beer, pay and I said what that money you have to know the value of that money. If I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but it's something I think I'm learning from you. How say no Kreska. Oh, to take Kutawa, say no crano. How to weigh it. And I'm sobbing, my smashing me.
I know. As Kutawa, say now, Yanni, say now, who carry me say. And then I just yes, sir.
See, I don't know. I think and only the museum, like I'm still learning that, but at least you've sown the seed. Oh, me more as I say, I mean, to me question me, huh? I we are sure to say we now so dear, groceries. And it doesn't make sense if you are spending more than this on groceries, those kind of things. Like because when you sign in dinner, Mr. Being guaranteed, ube teska. It's just it's guaranteed. When you're missing because some people we don't know the value, we need the idea. It's a all this kind of said what the top ball at you can tell any ball a goom crana, won't you see? Oh, so those are some of the things that I think I'm learning. And I will say this just to part because Fred was sharing about like what you guys were talking about. I was mentioning that Neely Fuller guy, it's another banger. Like I really
Yes.
recommend a lot of people to go and the code. Like, Neely Fuller says, Abofono, when you code, Mr. Bean, like, was it I wouldn't say the system of white supremacy as here. What's the reaction way more? So what's Africa? What's China? What's America? I didn't be now for sort of confuse you. Because Neely Fuller, Neely, Neely. Now, see, I know we are the age of 95. Neely Fuller, Neely, and a last name here, Fuller, Neely Fuller Jr. Or your banger, Mr. Bain, or better two, and it's something kind of like one system that's still ruling the world. One system. One. It's governmental. And I say so one just ask yet.
Yeah.
Yes, Papa.
Wouldn't say as well we get improve for you, Monobego.
Mr. Bain, family because it's a fact. Right, brain now, yeah, say we are born to see a swat to him. We are behind so money at the I didn't hear because we'll be a bring me so.
That's right.
Oh, we'll be a bring me so. One more defend here, but one no ban. You're training. It's a cold system or the name. Only the also way, only the only class way, name of Fwasso, name our own Fwasso. Who are be get me radio baby. I think it was in the Congo somewhere. One of the women that ended up helping Maurice Patrice Lumumba. Ne ba ye oni boni na wo ye. Ne sa so no ye bibini no. Ne ba ne half bibini no. Ne ba no that hospital enya tuberculosis today. The law at that time they say bibini bi ne wa sa vaccine no. Also mo woni bi. Ne ba no ma ne ba no wo ye. That was the law. So because you say white supremacy in the ruling the world, I was saying no correct. That was the law. From that time now, some I mean, I said initial started to or come on Patrice at that time. The problem man, the value who here because it was the law. So it's in the survey. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Thank you for today's message as well. But I'm still learning money. I think I need a lot more, knowledge on it. So I'll keep learning it, and that should be like I always tell you, that should be they are dancing for a do dance. So thank you very much. I greet Sister Marie as well. Yeah.
Thank you, sister. Thank you very much.
Okay. Have a good night.
Bye. Bye. Okay. Abia Gubi. Kaza. Abia Kaza.
Hello.
Yes.
Zobe. What's my name?
Yes, boss. Betonka.
Yo. That's it. I was here for Now, what's my name still? Hello.
Yeah. Betonka.
Miss Zobe. Really, I'm saying, after that, I had the bed down. Well, Juma can see how we sometimes, I can say, Yamebe Buana, OTS, Yaben, and assistant. Because Jumana, these are the prophets God has sent for us to liberate us. And look at I'm say baby yana na Kwame Nkrumah samane pa na abri wura mu a o ye adwuma no anti ye da se ofi say wo hwa last no kasa baby a otos na ohwe ase no ho pepepe na so waso ma wo pagya na kese getting the minds of the people to be ready to fight for themselves and to say baby almost benya economic freedom na omo betie history ase na omo behu who our enemies are. And that's when say you will be united as a state in Black history and African history. And your bomb fire say Yame ever town home. Other ahodine Nindia Bebreba when you are the train. I'm sorry, the topic here the knowledge. They put you quite simple be knowledge, you know. And to say engine be an answer car, if I say car na yin can be no matter how powerful it is, it needs fuel. And the fuel must be a right fuel. And knowledge now is your back now. Before but be no to say car. The car na powerful to say that's a petrol nima, a petrol car, ain't for. And to be when you have the right knowledge. Now, and we are a bit and a bit marfo. And knowledge, here pass what am I? He said, I've told you, I've failed a lot in Ghana. Not because right knowledge now can local knowledge in a minute. With your brochure and I made from Piscagum, even before I could do almost 5 years, I still know I wasn't good with it. And I was investing big money. Therefore, that's what I say. I feel a problem here. Local knowledge, I wouldn't need big investment now. I've sat down to analyze them, and I think you're right. I'm coming back again, and I think that message alone should be able to pray. I would be amazing. That's it. I mean, should I feel and you make a clear beer, maybe say amount for him. Me digress from your topic a little bit. Now, the piano, Kasama is ambitious. I say, yeah, me, Obi and I teach as well as and it didn't start today. It's been existing for a very long time. Okay, I've been doing history, we started sharing. Yeah, we say, yeah, black race, we've been a target of other civilizations for over thousands of years. Where did it start from? It starts from the Arab incursion into our territory. Every Egypt, what when they are occupying hot, the Niger phenomenon, almost 2 years free one. They ruled us, they disturbed us for over 1,000 years. And some of two since Nicholas, essentially in slavery, and to the two factors are a higher capacity, the trans-Sahara trade and then the transatlantic trade. I want to start here. So our race has been on attack for a very long time. And then we are build the minds to liberate us. I'm always very happy to listen to you. It's like you are doing a surgical precision operation on our minds without any disturbances of other systems. Okay, I don't know problem, Nini. That is where you go exactly to tell us. And sometimes I'm going to say, it is unbelievable. And say we need to protect our leaders. Say, Mr. Obin say no. And then Yamina Boyana internet Yabana Nipa Bebre and he will be is a target of the enemies. And we shouldn't lose mind of the fact that the enemies are within us. The enemies can come from the church. The enemies can come from politics. The enemies can even come from our traditional system because they get employed by the bigger enemy to do their work. And we should do everything possible, sir. Everywhere we go, we will protect him. And we make sure that the enemies cannot attack him. We'll make sure because the minds like Mr. Obende, and then pass even a BBM. And to me, I believe, say, I incarnate of Osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and where he felt was he couldn't build minds around him before he undertook his activities. But we legend that he's building the minds first before the bigger things. And let us all be ready to go to the war with him and to make sure, say, the fight now was bigger than what we think. Say, a small fight to be a big fight, and it is deeply rooted in the global establishment. And the oil and rice is, people must not take it light. Building the minds and liberating the minds is the only way we can move forward. And then I'm paying for the and starting through the West and the establishment targeted them and they pinpointedly killed them. When they killed them, the deal was started. Now, there is any other way around. Say, I'm building minds, I'm building capacities, I'm building people. Even if I'm not there, those people whose minds are liberated will fight the fight. And I'm very happy for that. We thank you a lot and we appreciate that. And another maintain time there, but now we there. Not just a magistrate, maybe that was it. And I may encourage you to also because the way you are changing lives now, it is unbelievable. And you say, with the reborn of Osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and you are liberating your Ghanaians from every chain of the mind. Into your that's it. I'll just say one thing more, and then I'll let you go because there may be a lot of people. I'm saying, since history, Mrofo Ayusu code be any asaya the city say. Now of the code, I'm say the code and then say, oh, America no man, and slaves no more the choir. Can be code be said. Nigga sings, nigga jumps, nigga dies. Nigga sings, nigga dance, nigga jumps, nigga dies. And your phone code. The Amoya said they use code to control the black lives. And after they succeeded, they brought it to Africa. And in terms of the idea, I'm making sure before Bayani said, everybody go be singing, dancing, and then so the nigger sense means that they make sure they corner us in our misery. We engage in singing and dancing just to console ourselves. The dancing part and the singing part is the same. And then nigger jumps. They make sure that they restricted us to sports. A long time ago, sports was never money-making avenue. So, and to their way, they restricted us to that areas. Now, there are very few who will defy those codes, then they have to kill you. Because if they don't kill you, it means that you are opening the minds of the other people and that you have to die. So these were the code they were using to rule the Black Americans, and they transferred that code to Africans. And it was carefully constructed and put in code, and that is what they were using to defeat us. And now, thanks be to you. And we appreciate that. I know it's too late, so I'll let you go. And next 2 weeks, I'll join you. Hopefully, we can talk more.
Yeah.
And everybody, thank you.
Sure.
Another thing, Mr. Ramu.
Thank you.
Last thing, Mr. Ramu, when we say Africa, you did him, and they are able to here. A design. Now, back one person, I can say, Adia, your friend is ISIS, and they are the They have what we call MSD. monosodium glucose in it. And that is why it's causing a lot of blood pressure that are killing our people. And to our platform used to be a Mr. Reverse to let it in near man. Now, follow because any salt-based MSG is it's like a poison you are putting in your body. So please, let us help to protect our race and ourselves. And Mr. Apong, Mr. Apong, with Asibebre, and Medase, into Yamba, you wish next 2 weeks. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Abia. Thank you very much. Thank you. Kanaje Prince Kasa. Hello, Abia Yedase. Kanaje Kasa. So to inka. Yes, also okay, you go so. I mean, you might even film. Baski Kasa.
Good evening, Mr. Oben. Good evening. It's for
Yes.
Anthony Pasha. Good evening. Wait,
Uh-huh.
me by online so be cast me chrome for so that was it. And then we call me chrome, you know. I'm chrome for the chrome school, you know, that was Mr. Oben. Say, when church any be sure to help our people. I'm so grateful. And then me who in the many I just say. Let me start him in Sujinamu. I hope say one got to one and go to school for it. So and without and then when many I just say Mr. Pedro me crow for so yes escafo be pay honor because you go there to share the knowledge with them and for the past a little over 1 year near I keep me encounter with you and on the platform no I mean return on the knowledge I am massive because I am massive me share for the past sika 7 months to 2 year first na yetimi crackers kabana what akukudro no de be na eni ho na eni ho me obi a mempɛ sika sɛ yɛ pii saa but na deɛ mede sika no yɛ no na menni akokoduro sɛ bi a wɔ sɛ mekɔfa mpaboa tɔn mebie shop na meyɛ tɔn nneɛma ɛnna mede gugu ɔmo bill yi so bi ne head cut ba ne atwa wo kɔn yɛsi agyew sika de ɛnna na mewɔ bi paa ebi wɔ ha head cut ne sɛ ebi yi me ɛwɔ one of those investments ne bi meyɛyɛ bi yɛtwitwa me ti yɛyiyi me sika di bɛyɛ ne dɛn aban ne sɛ wɔɔgye onni hwee ka nti ɛkukuado ɔgye aso ne sika so na ɔsɛ sɛ ayɛ sika but this time no I mean menni saa na saa nneɛma no nkwa menni biem I don't have them and mehwɛ na wɔtwe no na wei asɛnde kakra na wei asɛnde kakra na my account no mu ayɛ dɛ me see me bag na nanu yɛ me bebie business account me sika afam any balance yɛ da mu a me target koraa me set so bi a ibenya 6 figures bia 100,000 me so be betra oh yeah betra go baby but me hwe sika afam ne ɛkɔba ne de bi kam a me so be ye betra to be honest and dollar iti ko ya abrochefo esika ntimi nsɛn min sese me kwa min sɛ this come afie min sɛ this ka sɛ bia me maame me hwɛ me maame hwɛ nti na bia boso me hwɛ me first na ma send this sika mu me ye bi kwa me pɛnim efi sɛ me free Ghana ba min send this kan ko fie wow ɛna account no me bie no so no beso be na min kasa me kita sika na me di tu mo me si business is kan ko na me di fam because me will separate account me personal account and na Ghana me dey and na first na me dey me start me nyam my fie no na me mom di sika no tum na me be fie na me so okay me streamline it me reduce streamline it no me dey me practice na me be account specifically Inti meji sales back or shop when I'm the kotum. Inti na the medical cry, the general cry, the man farm me count. Inti no se medi, and answer me the yard for fry me the yard for fine. Now me say okay, what they mean stream na me keep records me the to me first any city. And Mr. Obin, magic womb. Magic womb. Return on that financial knowledge, you know. I am poor here for me say the can be a move juma. Now for when this kind of Mr. Freddy, I know churo. Me keep records by concerning business. No? The me told the me nya, the me year free. And me shada na me pese me maintain balance bi the shade because me the be invest at the foforo nti me pese me shade na me hu say me pese me hu and I'm seeing it me so it was March April May and June you can say 3 months oh let's say ye twemu half of 100,000 ye twemu ko me so be ye ko ye ni you know it's me nwanwa oh enu amu so na bia me kofa niema me yi firi o me di sane tum me kofa niema no me yi afiri but e bi kam na me hwede e kam na me say eh ade yi sika wo fie o me so be sika wo fie and we are grateful say I mean, we are seeing the return on the financial knowledge, and we are grateful, say, we'll share knowledge this with us. Team Pamcho with the Manubesia. And once again, we call for that was
Yes, I want to say. Basket. Thank you.
Okay, thank you
Thank you
too
very
much.
much. Thank you. Senior Prince Kaza. Okay.
Kataje.
Hello? Yes, boss.
Chemika.
Yes, sir.
Mr. No Chifo.
Yeah, Joso.
Kosu mo boy juma. Sa nyansa na aka ho asem de very addictive. Sure. Ebe no nya ba kwa obepe mienu. Unya bi kwa unya mienu ana ho hihyew. Sa nyansa na wo exhibit abon so the people around you say, "I know pesika semsa. I know pesika wait here. I know book here." Once you get there, that means you're on the right path. So, I don't know. Once you have that knowledge, compared to previously, certain business decisions be poor. Obonza wajini ye juma faster and better in taking the right decision.
Yes, sir.
And in a business environment with other people, no, Obonza you stand out. Kakana overtime, it makes you stand out. And it makes you attractive business-wise to other business-like minded people. The finance are not yet. Yes, very, very, very important. Many kind of cases. In your MPB, and we should keep looking for it. Keep digging, keep buying the books, attending the seminars, and I know that they ever call the next level and further on. And see, like an example is like this morning I got an email. Me 401k. And now when you made 11% to me wedding and think of wage, I'm 11%. That's how we make the cotton and chill call me ranch. I commit many over 200% per year. So if you don't have the knowledge, no when you're 11%. So that's what I'm talking about. It makes you dig, it makes you look for more, and it makes you better and better. So that means I'm the best area. The charge cattle phone any KOD inspired real estate for when you're ready, more fire. You better build it.
That. All right. Senior, thank you. Yeah, that was it. Avia Gobi. Yawapia, Kaza. Yawapia. Yeah, what so?
Muso mon prince when return on financial knowledge investment. Maybe some question answer my shas. What can say be also baby I spend 80% and I'm more than 50% of your sika no. Eno na be kire ye daachi. Na ya na watwe no ene Monday breakthrough. Tuesday by 4 some. Wednesday na ye kukumbo nsam. Thursday na ye ginam. Sa ni na so ye to collection ye ya akofi ni ama ye nti ye na ye bi spend be 60% of your sika wo sorry dan nyam coupon fee no. Ano so wo patch say ya katua na wa hin. De ahia.
Yeah.
Legend SMBisa.
Yeah. Tuwabo dogu nsuo That's me.
Eti ano no ye benya den ye benya no wan. Asemu. Eti said they watch ye we dey asemu ye we beka say rhetoric ye mfa no sa enya no. Na o kan no ye o se baby a ye be spend 80% or majority of ye sika bia no. Eno na kire ye daachi. Na ukura sika na hu de wo mfanya fasika ni sie na kopenim de. Eno so ya asem ba ko aka ye. Hete me pa fi se enye sika na ohia na de abobra enim de. Na o ka asem bi o se ye mfa sika nko hia ye de sika ho nimde na ko hia. Unsem no yi gu ho sa na simple so ubetumi adwen ho 3 days na nwie obi bebi sa se na di asem pa na papa ikan na wo hia ni de se wo mani sky no hia ntina wo yo hia ni abi wo hia wa adwen mu wo hia ya adwen mu yare na se de skafo no nim no se de sika ni hu sika a odwen no sa na wo hia ni dwen a anka ono so wo sika Fise sika ba yensam obia sika ba obia nsam nso obia wode ode ne de ye obi kura meka say wa subscribe DSTV young boy and ode he Manchester United every month bia utia 500 Ghana meanwhile you can so 200 Ghana mra finance seminar online or say dabi na mo pesa mo kire den enti obey expect in football ya ball no so mobi unya mfa so bia wo so unya sika bia wu ejisa aviator na ode betwi aviator nti abrante no obey deposit a we deposit ni wie na ofa chire ho ba ya o so obey biem say scan no de do say atu scanner flyer we am say we dey twa aviator na osre enti legend eno na waka no nti yebe invest wonim die no mu nti na da bia yigina so a yetie no ya seminars ni nyina so yesi yebeba bi no fise osi eno na ye grease no eno na ye oil na wo engine no mu no eche wo mu a ebe ye fi a entumi nrura corners no be man da de no bi atwi be wie na particles bi wa ase engine no enche be wu ena se ebi nimu so a ene wa wantua ebe sizi nti nimdie no ne grease no no oil no na no ena be kire se ebenya mfaso daache misisi a mete ho a ya medwen saa me se na dia ye de akwese se wasa me ba testimony say testimony one of the days cause misisi a le ja me ya o me na ma adwen nyina ye scan fashe ha ye first camera no ma disk abba nko a je se abe yare nti ebi a minim gise ebi a mekɔbɔ mpae ansa Nyankopɔn aka makoma na mde ne de akɔma na anyɛ saa pa de a heaven no mi nkɔbi
Yeah. Yeah.
sɛ de ɔmo ka ye be invest wɔ nim bia na Fred can asɛm bi off topic but ɔse na yɛ no wanwa sɛ panin bi ɔka asɛm bi ɔsɛ da bia ɔka sɛ nimdeɛ a yɛde bɔ bra ɛyɛ successful ɛwɔ wiase baabi a nya Africa nko a wiase baabi a bi mu ka sɛ Africa be wiase baabi a no yɛnkyerɛ wɔ school na me so me de we ka ho sɛ nimdeɛ bɛma bibini ahu systems a suppress no nhyehyɛeɛ ne dwumakuo ya yɛahyɛ da bie yɛahyɛ da ate because of Africa ɛfa ahodie ya ɔyɛ mpɛ sɛ bɛba so last time we church mu no now say yɛnhwɛ time a IMF World Bank even UN and one organizations nyina yɛnhwɛ mmra omote these organizations na yɛnhwɛ mmra yɛmma Ghana independent ya first country also Africa nya independence yɛnhwɛ yɛ first independence yɛnhwɛ mmra omo be these organizations na bisa ho say all these institutions nyina anti a coincidence and omo nyina center around the same time ya omo wie no so anche bia no omo say ne yɛ ma mu independence ana but the very person wakosu akobo PhD wakonani wanyini do 70 years still wadwen say these are the saviors of Africa yakoho 70 times still yigina ba bi yigina so elhwa ne god I say unim de no ne wiase wadwen na ne wiase etu wo ya no kama pa wo say ubetumi adi 70 unte mamprusi a unte sehwe unte udi 70 no nkyerɛ sɛ wobɛte kasa bi etu udi 70 wanyini kura na no nkyerɛ sɛ wobɛhu sabe nyansa anase wobɛhu nioma afa wakoa ema we ya yetimi nkrofo bebre anyina wu abɛ prominent people mo wu kɔ nso nkwadwen na ɛwɔ mutu no ma pass it down to their generations yemu nyina na yɛ victims abibinti na ma ne yɛpɛsɛ yɛdwen anase yɛtumi adwen sɛ nipa mela na asa article mesa pia automenka I'm say Mr. Oben de na okay enti yenkrofo no dodo na bebiri na nimdeɛ ya yɛ nimdeɛ ya ɛfa Africa ɛfa wiase ɛfa institutions a yɛahyɛ da bie sɛ Africa deɛ yɛmpɛ sɛ ɔmbɛkɔ so yɛmpɛ sɛ industries ɔmbɛbie bi saa nimdeɛ no yɛnkyerɛ wɔ school yɛnkrofo no nso nim because school knowledge no kwa no mu nim yɛkɔ school na abrɔfo pɛ ne yɛkosua nti obepie no ɔyɛ empty ɛno ane sɛ ɔka abrɔfo nti ɔyɛ hwan expert ɛwɔ industry bi ɔyɛ best journalist or the best most influential journalist in hwan Ghana nso oni radio station memo obi adin batu be kom no okura PhD okura masters okura degree wayɛ MBA saa nyoma na omukosua ni nyina no yɛnkyerɛ African history wɔ hɔ yɛnkyerɛ African consciousness wɔ hɔ yɛnkyerɛ dienti ama yɛ judges ni yɛ lawyers besi ne omoda social week ɛwɔ hɔ abra Britain kura no yɛ na ade kura wagya ahye yɛnkyerɛ wɔ hɔ na ka pesa nka wɔ so obisa no ho kura mpo sɛ ɛba ne sen ɛna ade we kura yɛ da ho hye omo yɛ copy firi omo hɔ no kura no omo agya ahye enso enne yɛ wɔ nkrofo wɔ yɛ mu a yɛ mo dwen sɛ gise bruni bedi yɛn so ansa yakoyanim woyɛ saa woyɛ tibo nkoso mento sɛbe emfa honi mfi a wadi wodwen saa pɛ woyɛ tibo nkoso kyɛ sɛ wo no woyɛ tiase awo woyɛ living dead It is for na legend ye wo mo ye system no mu no de until see e be hu omo na ya sideline omo opinions any omo no see say omo ye policy makers na we be policy am obi odwen say broni be di oso na be ko no be policy am be za ko ni ame de ya me ntumi ntie omo me hu so yi bomba koto ha na makate na me come ni me pese me tie gwa ba sa ya na me bu ya me ntie because ebasa wow man ho pressure what me say I would say you can be so ignorant and confident.
Sorry, just a quick response to machine walk around to the petrol car, how the diesel
echo. Okay.
What? Okay.
Okay. Apia Thomas Maya.
Okay. Apia Thomas Maya. Oh, intelligent. Yeah, in the baby. Guy be an amene na manumre ya the same thing. Okasa bi an da form. Okasa na say masa tobu. Ma wadwen na ho. Tobu. Ena ye kwan ye ena nam say wo hemfa no akoko diwo akora onko ho. Nkoko diwo onko tobu. Nti ye kwan no compare to hwan kwan. Hwan kwan de na wo compare. Eti a problem. Now sa problem no mu di anim ye school fo no. Omo asabe ye di aban ye di oman sika tete omo san ko mo medwen kran so we problems no. Omo kra no mo dwen say dabi ye ntumi nye. Yesi ekofa broni ba. Eba be ye. Na omo so na omo because say omo ye job drunk bebre na omo dwen say obenya sika bia agise job. Enti kra no return on financial knowledge investment no mo kra na edin so mbenya bi because the financial knowledge no kra investment o mun ma de kro o dwen say wa ko school to onim so ni bottom kire say onim de do na luta fo ya omo ano mo ko luta no omo ano mo ko luta na wunim sa topic ya ye discuss wato obo na wutia ena waye wo ho te sa akwara na access isapa awo na ye de wanu nsuo mu a be hu so mfaso na obe din obe hu se ase mi wiase nyina me bae ye de bibia sie mi intelligent ye da ase ye de bia be koso asua adwuma no so de ye nya ye gum sa tija na afa ye surohwe ye ko ye nim sa intelligent ba de nshira but thank you for no de ya Fred Mr. no waye onja omutie me am so otie ayo onja because utie omo a obubefu only pana betna how many years 500 years chocolate factory one CB wa ha chocolate factory in now Belgium ni England so I say or not na ha still your person or no na bedi enso bedi enti ye no che say raw material production hub no no Arab way kwa England last time I check here say automatic number plate reader o said deben ANPR wa England no mo say company na mu fa kese na Arab way bi dia omo call Europe ni America huge investments omo kokoye omo ba Africa no ma be sisi mosque ene makaranta. So you nothing wrong with this. To Uber community back within 16 years. Now Allah wakona we so team until you be is it the same place but come na different places. Me wan kwara no go ho nya adwuma anye. Koko wo ho cashew wo ho ya ka betuma processing ka all this uko ba bia hu dan kase bia ya factory ya nkrofo ko ho ko ya adwuma. So ba ha hu dan kase bia ya ko ho ko so gunya me so say o ma ya adwuma nye. nkurɔfoɔ no a yɛadwene sɛ ɔmo na ɔmo bɛtumi agye yɛ no ɔmo na ɔmo dua saa aba no na yɛntumi mfa saa aba no ɛno ne fruit ɛmfa nkɔ yɛsi ɛsesa no yɛntu aseɛ na yɛndua foforɔ ɛno ne yɛyɛ wɔ ha no nti legend yɛbɛkɔ so asua aminhyira
piano. Abi 1 minute. Your time cry also. If I know people were
Legend, me am but cry musa. The aname did so. Yeah, the no say. Now or can same be na me say me chip in kakra. At the train and the be so who say after first rough systems now or whatever conquer Africa and the rest of the world no. We call it overt operations. But since the Second World War, they migrated to what we call covert operations. And they established institutions to control the global system and to make sure that sub-Saharan Africa never develops. Because the whole global development, ever fueled by sub-Saharan Africans, because all the critical minerals and the resources that the world needs to develop are located in our land. When you talk about, I don't want to mention them, but they are very critical to the global development, and that they can never allow sub-Saharan Africa to develop, because the resources now, and then we are seeing here some and it is on economic records. And almost 30 institutions be to say, you're running 7 axes of evil. 7 axes of evil, which includes the IMF, the World Bank, the World Trade Center, the UN, the NATO, UNESCO, and the World Health Organization. So they go through these things to carry what we call covert operations. And these are constructed by a group of people we call the International Secret Intelligence Services, America branch, NCIA, Britain, there, MI6, and France, there, DGES, Russia, KGB. And these are the organizations that they have put there to undertake the covert operations to destroy, especially countries like sub-Saharan Africa, where critical minerals are located. And they are now and a very good say who said all these things they come under, they are there for distraction. They never intend to help us. That is what we must know. And a second thing, I'm cultural yaw. Sometimes some of our people mean good. But if you have a powerful machine, say car, a powerful say, let's say a petrol car, now the diesel kuguma, no matter what, the engine will break along the line. And they have given us wrong knowledge and wrong fuel. So we don't know. Said the and Quran is against our own development. That is why some of the people are doing that. They don't intend bad, but they have been conditioned in their mind such that they don't know what they are doing is destroying us for the advantage of the West and the world establishment. And now I've been kakra, it will take patients like Mr. Obendako that may liberate all those minds. So I think our target should be the young ones. Maybe under 10. And I say, by the time they grow, no, now and are forming with the right fuel or mobile carry our destiny. So that is what I wanted to say. Thanks, Mr. Oben.
Well, Piaf, and I say, Avia, fantastic delivery. And I say, Andy Tima Mavis, Tima.
Yeah, good evening, Miss Obinda. Kumpacho Timenka.
Annie.
Nyame asomdwe nka wo. Enyumre die. Asida, and I'm over excited. Nyame ya duma ochina. Mene mofra no ye nyina ye befi.
Sir?
Yes. Minim say okay, I back TikTok, I am a basso. I came one time to talk about what Enyoma kakra ye.
Yeah.
And now she and me husband Joseph.
Yes.
Yeah. Into your china, I can't wait to land in my mother's land.
Whoa.
My name of Franny Nedi Kai.
Mhm.
No, so later on, and by the end of the year, no, so I then. Abba, na ya be boom, abeye den, abeye juma. We just want to say thank you. Thank you. Nem, and as I say, we be ya dream na a ye soon womb. But you see, I have like it's ya dream be. Yeah, that's it. And I can't wait. Me bonfire said next month to be in person. Now, my baby, I can't wait to give you a big hug.
Wow.
Yes, I can't wait to give you a big Nyami Shirao. We
Amen.
say what most of us what GA because ni nyina ni edwin ye nyina ye nim say abrofo no ye me ye hwe wo wiase but we bie ya adwin no ye da se okay me little boy see your person ne kasa.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Thank you for inspiring my mom for moving to Ghana because I feel like it's a big advantage and your knowledge has really inspired my family. I thank you very much for that.
Thank you. What is your name?
Nana, come here. Your name?
Oh, my name is Nana Prempe.
Nana Prempe.
Ono de JD ni de ombo ubusa de din a o se ye from Nana Prempe.
Wow.
And I'm actually ni din so much ni meaning, you know. He's proud of it.
That's right. That's a heavy name.
That's it. Nyame shira ye that's it. Nyame tunkwem. You will live long to see all the impact where impacting where you so and it will be all over. Nyami Shirao. I know what your mama I can't wait to see two of you. Yeah, that's it. And I can't wait to see Mr. Fred and Sister Kia. Most especially Sister Kia inspired me to move back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sister Kia, yeah. Me pacho you. All right. Yeah, that's all right. Yo.
All right. Wow. Prof Dan. Prof Kasa.
Hello, Mr. Obin.
Yes,
by yourself to me,
yes, sir.
Yeah, that was it. I think what can return some financial knowledge. I think Bible no kind of baby say knowledge like wealth is a defense. But ushene nimdieno how be a you free more and but a month for a how move ma no one who say hey nimdia when you know about especially on finance. But majority of your decision see gina fa sikasem ho. It is an area wunya nimdia or what a in fact if there is anything personally me who say nimdia be back beyond sika come near because a lot of your decisions there's a BBL who will bet my year film for sika sem ho. The woods unya sa place in the world pet that is abrabo just say what social no as a school ni bia wanya pa school bi ana bibia apo bia beto that is abrabo no wanya breakthrough no pa na match no say that was it wama say that we are let's go now who fell say bia because we secure but they say that we are confident that bia adwen da ho because that bia yiti o ntema wa adwen da ho say na o kan wa adwen ni ho a your time money who's spending over baby no more so much it is very difficult to be succeed financially but you say the attention no your priority no your nim ne hu hia the who says who spending time hard that now we move but off topic near bra Fred kind but me the most people I think say you be all can me hwe panyin no man say dan hwe me hwe wo na me hwe post channel
why we wish you to be nice and me person I don't watch you. You say on can answer be ama me. Me share say me share wo nema bi a wo portray wo ha. And me share nkofo ya na ma hu say wo wan hwe a wo nka asem papa bia. And many people onye share history here near ya. But I've been doing a lot of research because me person me trade book na I know say na but we call ChatGPT. Many of the things from actually whole. So our people are not aware the harm of religion and never made the bit to her. The ChatGPT or can in fact most of the things are okay. You per se Africa per se in fact true African history. Under the history was Africans should be taught true African in fact decolonization of curriculum. Okay, say liberty. But my boss say mama wa mama been curriculum lesson plan I will bet my African niema was yema local language yemfa trade yemfa research yemfa and these are all there but our people me who say these days I've been doing it me the baby to point blank say ChatGPT actually na me that when na sometimes you pay asem no say niema wa kan fa niema wa kan so many yi na kwa ni nyina wo but niema the baby even to say we see entwe book nya e wo ho I say no we should depend less on foreign writers. Yeah, entry books. But I can post them. Do our yeah, no was I'm feather. Do call feather. One mamma even a whole curriculum crowd bachelor. And some of the things I hear, so I may who say, when Mr. Bacon, when yes, and we are on the line. Indeed, young one baby, they don't study, they are just ChatGPT crowd, maybe it is foreign buyer. It is there. They have written, say all these things go for a year. But who can because we want to write the book. It's so evil power to us. Then somebody who can sit somewhere and say, almost a media. So I mean, necessarily where we crowd. Now, yeah, Baso, we are also coming together. I think there are guys around. There's guys via a normal contact on your platform, almost outside of mobile. We will change the narratives. Yes, sir. Say Africa, per se, or changing narratives, no. Negative one, yeah, so you better curriculum, no. School education here. Not only you be put to most of the things are okay. I think we can book writing. One of the things are now may hear MPP for Creative Patriotic Institute. One of the things I bet my create legacy, especially people I who know. Any one is book. So per se creating lasting legacy. I bet my sign and call for one is book. Another is institution. Institutions say I bet schools, yeah, I bet sorry no more and mom believe in sorry. That is say and said that near me. Mom believe in those things in bet narratives, no. Narratives, no. These are all there in the now we are getting in touch with brothers being more outside of Abeba. You will create the institutions, you will change the curriculum. But they say Masha say they say I'm writing a book purely on consciousness, African consciousness to get mental freedom. Now, first, no, they say chapter, books, no textbooks in there, 5 criteria there. When those guys come here, and each chapter be Africa's contribution to physics, Africa's contribution to physics, Africa's contribution to this. And so the main thing, if you were being taught before preface, before book be physics, chemistry, mathematics, nobody can actually Africa's contribution to physics. Africa's contributions to science, to mathematics, and so nowadays are so that we have a balanced one than say a bias. And ChatGPT is carrying all these things. So say bet my say in the air, but our people don't study so and and the main institutions are decolonize religion and the school. The school need a factory. We are joining forces together financially, institutionally. These are guys now who believes sending those messages around, and we hope that over time, standard and the norm. Then there will be Monty something, but I'm saying be Monty Zuri whatever that nonsense. No, yes, so. Because we can equally make my because you're senior education, no, you bet for the same textbook, but before that textbook, you bet we answer you bet these things are my examples, no, we will change it. Those guys are coming, and yes, we get needed resources. Now, even beyond that, books, you know, you bet moto manto baako kora kan a yɛbɛtumi de bi akyɛ if you have the means a sɛ ma top publishing nam de akɔkyekyɛ schools a ɛne obi bɛkan ɛne ɛte sɛ first year a na yɛdi religion akyi woma tracks a obi bɛkan obi nkan ɛne ɛsaa na ɛso yɛbɛyɛ nti saa yi deɛ sɛ yɛ should be on our course na saa yɛbɛda ɛyi no mu mental slavery and mental colonization too much.
Fantastic.
We are just book. I'm working on it. Even this Saturday, say I came in the morning. I'm still here, and I'm going to be here till no. That is the course. You for this. We believe that is what. That's yeah. Mr. Oben, baby, I anybody say how free we are. Mental liberation near Yima okay. Go and read that debate. Was it them who come mental or more definition? Was it the belief say anything good helper is coming from outside where you downgrade, you are ashamed of your language, your identity, you all these things are there, and these are things you have taught. Everybody say, Mr. Obina, I say, when I go to say, oh, these are there. I just say, Mr. Obina, what's your idea? Wako actually, but wako. They are there. I could mismake the above point blank. We say books, near man. If I was looking at language, what's the importance of language to one's identity? What's the importance of point blank? Say language, your construct, animal who worldview, animal wisdom. Make point blank? I don't know why. And this child GPT player foreign, and they are there clear or emphasize it. But yeah, people in Canada when you're paying me when of course, now we understand them. They say we will do that. This course, at the appropriate time, can come they will bring all of them on board. No, the needed ones, but we will do that. And they need a bigger course, but the resources now we will spend it towards that course. The next idea, but even that, dear that's it. So yes, your purpose, your mission to fight for.
Wow. Prophet that's it. That's it. Press for number 2 on Obi person or project to our friend.
024 82 10 716. But people are here 024 82 10 716. And the one person we get at the appropriate time, we build the institutions, we build the books, the textbook, the curriculum. Yes, because we Ghana have practice British curriculum. They papa. Ghana near was a British curriculum. What a form miseducation. Why dear that's it. So what boy
Obisa is the best education, any quality education.
No, Oceania quality education should be now Mr. Child DPT, no, or say quality education, child DPT is a quality education should be localized, context, culturalized, and meet national interests, not colonial agenda. It should not be on colonial agenda. Obi chirawo Abraham Lincoln, obi chirawo Shakespeare. Obi chirawo Maslow, obi chirawo na wo de won call so there wo he say chab obi ba ha Jews for say na Jew for law you ni Ghana for law ka Jew for yan twa book nti obi ka Jew asem kire that is a miss Jew ni bi ka Africa ho asem ana na obi abetra ho abeka Jew for atwere you go and read yan call for the books le nya o ma child bit atwere say mo ma depend on foreign textbooks. If you depend on them, your mind will be colonized. Mental slave, no, because at number. In the join forces, more Muslim history, no, can come lawyer, Opambo, and all of us. Yeah, and Ibn Suwa, which is Salom, very, very almost you do that. Wow. You lead that.
Amazing.
Almost, a colonizer and only this our ship for no the buy and no small Columbus Juan Vasco da Gama. Yes,
Prof, thank you. Timranti number 1. This is our challenge. Thank you. Bami Kasa.
Benefit of knowledge. Yes, I said, I be kind. A teacher, me got on to book or say, or economics, some of the economics in be in Amsisa, what the Adam Smith theory of wealth of nation, and I debate your okay, and the yes, gown. And he said, Osho Bottom now, he said, what the theory of wealth by Adam Smith be the natural say. Osho Hunu shoe ne watale, so natural so be yampa. Miss Oben, nim the any dear opa a boa Emma who and Emma be pretty said. Usua ensem ya Miss Oben wo kyerɛkyerɛ wutie na de bobra me fi sɛ sunsun so aso no ye bebree because de wo de wada agye ye ene de wo te wo wasom ene kyerɛ wa bra body ba akusi enti see the kind say the stronghold is in the mind na ha enti say enema e kwa adwene mu mmra so ben abrabọ ne bisi basa ya adwadwo na wo to nwom na wo se awurade wa ma wo mewu so na ase bia unum twanso anu akotwa bia APC ana one thought bi na wo fi se ewiase no kora no obra no kwa enko nyina ba to nimdie enti Mr. Ben sa nimdie ade amaye wo hwa esunsunsanso ne bi ni se me for instance say sanim die ninti no enema ema metimi ye no edoso na ohwe benefit na me so me very fantastic say utumi aye bibi we develop product bi na because of sanim die ade amanade aba market na ebi to na ebi ntua na o ne omu ginam na ebi nso omu mbetua nso tua na o hwe baby a wo shase any within a year and baby a wabedu ana Mr. Ben ekoyie na hu se ye krom ha se ye die wo hapa bet se wa ma mesua de awu de bia bebo aban sobo obenom ebia flow water so bolo adomunku ana se o de sticker ebe talo ka ho ana so hu se ebia enema bede ebekoyi ama but se oba betie se animdie we bi na uyiyi sa nsenhu ni free wa adwen mu a wani so titi wo na akọ anim pa hu se asem kra to na ugina painting de we osi ekwan afa so edi hia asem na wo de etu enema tutu ye ni sonko ena se oni nimdie nso a o ya na kire se wo no pe fans na wedding senhu enti ka nipa de usika sam nye te se media na so dream cavities ansem we bi ade me feel like
Kaza
usika sam nye de na se utumi beti sansem yi bi papa yi kire because I can't call for me to say maybe so on and member me to say ba ko ne ba ne bi can thank you for why inspire my mother Hannah to Miss America for na duru ho no enti sanity enti die pa na sen awonwade be na sen si we nye commercial o ana konako di you we ensem a ekani padwen na nani ba no ho so enti die ne ka ma me na wo so woni na busuafo nyina ba Ghana tunsi ye bibi ehiaye disi ensua saa ne ma ne de ne ebeguso atan ye hiam ebeguso abo Ghana sobo ebeguso abo mpanifo no sobo but ubenya sansem we bia e kire o se abrabo no hye wonsa ubedi ye hye wa wonsa uni ye hye wa wonsa enti etwa se okọ na hokoye bibi na ye
Right. Okay. Oscar. Oscar. Okay. Kwame, go na di or you know. Marozuk.
Hello.
Yes.
It's all been part of me.
Kwame kasa.
No, usua saa de we ya. Uhu se ye krum ha no enema a wo ya ese odidi ye ni eye enye extraordinary bia o because your problem na dawson. Utum se system no problems no or how no dawson and yes money hides in the problem. Nti obeden no hu problem because onyonkon obi twen salary obi twen se nyame beyi ne boafo bi ama no obi twen se sticker bi odi abọ no ho. Nti sometimes no o shabra bo no hwe ni pe bi o atum se we wonye yie wo wiase because o hwe ne ye de odi ne time o ye wo hwe Manchester wo twa my bet wo fi se national two show ebebo 2255 ebebo what the side bebo saa no odi akwa nti nimbie ne de bia se e do Robin da akone ne family as Mrs. Mary said de bi omo ho na omugusu kyerɛkyerɛ niema me kra ne na me fi se papa no ene o ma but me hu no wo she life nti e kyerɛ ahofama ne odo a wo ma se obenye susu aso na hwɛ nasɛm ne ye ogya o nti we ni asɛm anka esenka ebeti o Bible ma asɛm na omo ka na bia ni o kyerɛ minum nasɛm no twa Bible mu de because Bible mu de no se mo fa ma ye de emre awrade po ano no obebi oso fence nso ye de akwa awamie. Yes, God loves a cheerful giver and so nyame age say woman is sika ansa na woman 10% ansa na no watimi e hira o de me de e hone de na mada but okay kan be ka just say we can't take the God factor out and say God factor out there na watana na nyankopon na akobie farm wakodua cabbage abro no akoton na or the ensisa friends a profit na abro no aye operational cost. Nti se ontumi nye saa ma ode anachire se so hu se enye adwuma ana se on pai bo bia wo bo no enye adwuma craziness madness insemhunu but se okeka ye so ye eti so se dey yenkwa na de bia ye kọ osoro but ope ba bia akro no wo pa so de ha na akro no wo share morning devotion no power bi ginabu akwa yesu bo so oboa ochina nyam onipa dodo na bekwa asore betu fra so dem ba wo kwa adwuma monday so no ko change invoices ye disikama no kra na wadum ne phone obobesi MTN na ni nyina akire nim dia wo enti se me fi se opese odi ye dia sansem we bi na so betie na de bo bra na usua dia esunsunsan so no so pa because the Mexico 7 ko ye efie nso ye de na oyira amfro Kofi papa yes adia wase kurabo nso mo ye o ba na ye o nti Mexico 7 ye de efie jo na onya sunsun so we nipa nsim so be me besia na ebeda wase nso de bia se ogu so kyerɛkyerɛ na bechem no nso no mo fire pa ma education for no hu se pay ne de 28 no kra na overdraft 13 niema 10 nti so mo ye bibi nti ye beda wase pa o hobie me de manu asi
awe se da wase ene kwa mi fufu odi ma edi enya agro that's it. And there were few minutes. Kacho wa obe basu bia no ayi ntem na ye free so.
Hello.
Opon kasa.
Minisem na mekalo.
Hello, Legend.
Okay. Morisi. Opon hold on.
Marizuk
kasa.
Marizuk. Legend. Yamisha. Matiwache since 2019.
Hey.
Na I had the easy with my life in the society. More the Jama. The one I'm here for Martin Tiaram Kwame. Near poetry farm. na me started o enyoma miensa na mahu enyoma miensa say obehu no history onya hu history nso a obeji hu adi oji hu di nso a o confidence ana anya confidence nso a bibie no a ka say obeya hu ntimi nye because ana debi a ka say yidie no edafo ma say nkubi akofa o because the challenges wom but no ma oni mbu abem because me opportunity am here no me face challenges be but me challenges ne ba na kwa na say me yekesi because me shia dey be free 2019 I started use me tio but na on and off but be 4 years dey consistent me my life because my life now to me we man me jana me pese me tie full 4 hours 3 hours no me tie fili and they say na me who say aba bi chem no me hwe na me ebia me ba o ma me enwuram na me ka me ba o ka me ba na lenye da ba o ko hwe no but legend ye edi wachi no aso obitimi busa question bi na ye answer na wo de ma no ye tie we follow now for more than 3 years no the same answer na wo bitiri mu obitimi ga say mu iska mi hu de mi na me sim wo iska nim de wo de ye first can to no question de because obi no no be legend for more than 6 months 1 year o ka say mu iska mi nim de wo de ye you also be intelligent a be wa dream to the extent say o ska bi abun bia no o person ye investment o person multiply o person double no so and I figures I did be Mr. Freddy K figures as if for the figures o because me a poultry farm no con also dey but no be 2,500 to 3,000 a week no make I say somewhere be 25,000-26,000 and then me say so and I because what it tell nyoma o profit there or 5 days there for a week 5 days for a week and you know be so many there half 5 days there 50,000 and I say below be 45,000 a month do me as I go find one get one almost be 3,000 as that 3,000 within be 5 to 6 months on what the TBBI no so banya be 50,000 can I say we can be so 100,000 no a system in failure o system in failure say bia ma so say bia minis na me kuja me to ebu am mo twist but you first week you know e bia na na ma ko mo 1 week pepe so ma send me ska as the following week me na ko mo tese ma fa phone oh me yes ka send ma me next week me be kuja mo promo ka keke intino ene ma fo din ko mo sa ma me se o de ka mo chire se ma na o de ade be hwe obi tira me se ne abo chire se me ma wari a me wo ma fo ne me jam yire ne me ma ho se me ko tana abo chire se na life no legend dey in life angasa ne dey in life no me family phobia omo fi akwa abo chira omo mi yo me mo wari e
Oga, I want to have ndi
the legend there can say Misha ye de tawachi pa na Misha ne anti Mary ni abuja funi na assalamu
alaikum okay tibacho obi a obi ana kakra bi na tam na so ne yeko da bi kura so to buy na conclude I'm being Opo kakra bi ne go
Legend, Majo.
Yes. You so
And the some way on your Busianina. And so you also have a snack could be too. But what you also as a pattern now, Busuno. Yeah. Right, you can't say. The topic here, me who be a yao for free crowd. Things are then they was seeing deep. I went in now, the extra, I didn't know the over to but the practice now, so another results on Ancasano. APA was one practice at the over to me results on. Kano wa fele wa yin bibia wi wa se se wi but when to kana ho engine na ho de no say ejina na so ana sa yin yesre obi am practice kama na obi an kuta sampani mi fadi mo yen person ya kwa so le na o mo ka se yem fan nwene ho yem fan kofi ye da yen nwene ho yem fanye ye bibia no asempa no so yem fanye bibia na mi stop prof asema o kan say ombe opese almost changing narrative no a good idea but when so me say abusiana ya jono ya dom no ya dos si anka kra ko ni you know o de yamomodia na be 2032 dem so me nanka ya jeji abom nanka ya do ko gina president o ana kan pem so me
Ochina.
so
Mizamenu kasa.
Upon what are you do? Was good morning, really.
Good morning.
Now, we hear a topic and I me waiting and so, but me fuck a crack kahuna.
Yes.
You know, returns here, results, and as the obinya say where financial knowledge investment at the obinya. Into a DNA. The boss be here, no books be no financial freedom, no any financial intelligence, no. I try never be brave. How I was here to 2 years sicker. And I said, Kwame Kano, especially financial intelligence, no chapter 7, no talks about money mindset. But the intro, no, okay, I said, was here planning financial freedom. You might have 10 years. Now you're financial discipline. So, sa nema we nyina no ye enema ya ba be sua e wo enema wa trotro and when it comes to the financial knowledge now you invest your home no talks about your goals, your culture, resilience. Ni nyina ye part of enema ya ba be acquire. How a bit develop the right financial mindset, the structure of our finances, how be a budget, how you need workers. So many things, and so all these things returns are CD which are about history. Any books are true, any knowledge our past your mind. Your returns on the investment you invest your time. It's and that the action to know. Yeah, my international degree. That's it. To a Juma Augusto, yeah, while bringing that. But I'm no, me.
Mr. Obin, good evening.
And
good morning.
Yeah. Yes, why not?
Mr. Obin, that's na yes, so your prophet ampa. HSA, Anope. I took time for myself, so meet here asem kakra. It's not meet here Jim Ron. Now, some waka or books be mono. Exactly, but the thing is say, why in such a way say, Nyayeri yeni who uti krumwa utie is feel good, a yebia. But when ya, how are you going to invest one share? Tell us, they invest in one share, where anyway be $5. How are you going to invest in it? That bend then will be returns, although say it's a long-term thing. But who they compare near who can I say be dear cry now and I say in your marketing kitten, I've never ever thought about that. Say ube to me in your marketing kitten wagana I had no the returns are great. Me the enemy buyer me that was HSA me Mama make people because of a returns how their mommy were ideas. I'm still in the learning process, but ideas anyhow to retain workers, since 3 years near me be a school. Me retaining workers for 6 months now. No sweat, 2 teachers still coming every day. Days where me bufu na makayo. Se we nim kwaya or far so obey jumampo. Be say, but we are boss able to me can't show. Ain't me da say pa me da say. Ain't no we the best ambassador later na yada wase for returns any investment I would in my you know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your boss, into the way there. Okay, then there now, Mr. Dante Kano, Prof. Kano. It's true. Chat GPT, who download the cry or mobile version. Those are tools I need enhance the addition. I think it's a whole platform. So let's say, new suit and I say, yeah, topics that means being treated in try to put it in there. No, about to Ghana. About to Ghana, sometimes the local content now open amount that's a amount generalizing because we gather information in around the world, and they open a specific and prompt out the man and the amount resource and a bit my enhance it what this a amount structured and name will be review book. Send a name I use it help me to office cry use it to help to Brofonia Mikasa. The name of the just put it in. It will help you. The boss, that's it. That's it. Where they be down on payment. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Okay. That's it, Miss Manu. And this is the last one.
Mr. Abe, Mechiawo.
Annie, you go down.
And yam hot, maybe yes, yeah. That's it. There was a tear, Nippon, a canyon, you see, Mr. Apia, Mechia Bemena, a tone catch it. Yeah. Ain't you know, patch on me there, we were bought, devil, Miss Ramotili, you see that man call for. Tilly honest pro artisans. And then a year aroma, or this year, or this year would tear me up, made Dawasibema. And so, yeah, you might giddy, just and for 4 francs and for a say. Yeah, I didn't say, Mr. Obin, how you buy him a body, Memoir, my mom, they will crack son or walk. Tilly honest pro artisans, you see that man call for, I brought it to a brute for. Bra, Mrs. Say, and just idea we are seeing coming, Nim say, a man for wedding call for Sicasa. Momo Wabrit, you boo her, man be a mano, yes, in the Okumasi, the steps or boo, ya can hold boo 3 times. So, ain't any acquire man one near my air kama, any a guys in this so ubet me a jumodi, said that there be a mecano, mutimico to near Madden Saba. Ain't so poor be, I'm an eye what I am, baby, I drew piano. Nothing is too small. Call us. Frame 9141. WhatsApp so 1914 602 3701 914. Memory FIFA 1 decline 1914 602 3701. WhatsApp. Now I am connected on my voice. Mumbai, what you are being to no credit or mafa. Bra, me that's it. Yamin Shrabi today.
All right, and thank you very much. Tell me, what one thing I must be a factory, and then I'll go round trip, and it'll be as yeah, that's it. Yes, thank you very much.